What up, YouTube? This is Chris, aka the Artistic Gemini, aka Gemini the Artistic One. Today is January 26th. If you're on the West Coast, if you're on the East Coast, it is technically the 27th. And I am doing my last video of the day. I try to do 3 for each sign if I'm for my weeklies each day. Today was a really tough day for me. I think for a lot of people, you don't have to know a person to grieve them. And I'm just keep it short. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi and the other 7 people. In my previous video, I said 5 because, of course, that was the first thing that was reported. I've been trying to stay away from the news and social media like the plague because, you don't know me. I know a lot of y'all don't know me, but people who know me know, how much Kobe. Yeah. So anyway, rest in peace, Kobe. I'm gonna do this video for my cancers. Again, this is Chris, and I'm getting ready to do a general reading for Cancer. If you want to find, you want to follow me on social media, information about different products that I offer, how to get personal readings, you can do so either by going to my website www.theartisticgemini.com, and or you can just look at the information that I'm going to put below, and it will have all the information of how to contact me. Okay. I do general readings. As far as a general reading, what I mean by that, if spirit leads me to say something specifically about love, relationship, family, finances, work, anything, I will. But in general, I just read the cards as spirit leads me to them. Also, for cross watchers, this energy may resonate with you, or it may be your energy, or it may be your Cancer's energy. And like I say in my other videos, if you do happen to watch this video and it doesn't resonate, still, Spirit always drops facts. Spirit always gives information. We are all signs, beings, spirits, human, energy, but we still go through, we share a common thing, and that's life struggles and life's ups and downs. So the struggles and blessings that come in this life, the coming and goings of this life, we do share. So they still may be beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form. So comment, like, share, subscribe, okay? Let's see, so I've been starting my readings off, especially today, with pulling the Whispers of Healing Oracle cards. I'm a lefty, so I'm going to say these in all my videos for the first go around. So if you ever see me doing something that doesn't look, looks like a little weird in my hands or something like that, lefties, we don't always have it, get it the best way. Sorry if you can't hear me. Hopefully you guys can. But yeah. And another thing, I'm from the country, so if you hear me say things that may sound a little funny, just bear with me. But it is what it is. Again, that's just pretty much my introduction of it. I won't say some of these things in every video. My videos do tend to be a little long, at least for this first go around, because I'm just giving a little bit of information about myself. But anyway. Let me get into the energy of Aquarius. Heavenly Father, Father Sky, Father Time, Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, Earth Mother, Source Energy, everything that is, everything that was, and everything that will be. Use me as a vessel to deliver whatever message that you have to the Cancer. Clear out any type of blockages or anything that may, or energies that are not pertaining to Cancer that may come up. Clear it out so that I, again, can be used as a vessel by you to deliver whatever message that you have for Cancer. Okay? My love for Cancers, I love you guys very much. My first real love was a Cancer. So, I love Cancers. Such loving people. Little crabs. You don't want to see what I do to crabs, though, meaning real life crabs. I fuck them things up. King crabs, snow crabs, blue crabs, bruh, kill them. Alright, so, Spirit, what healing message or messages do you have for Cancer? Here we go. What healing message do you have for Cancer? I do like to wait for cards to pop, of course, but if they do not pop or shoot out, I'll pop out clearly, I will just pick one. So this one is one that says commit to happiness. This is a beautiful card. Commit to happiness. I'm going to read from the Whispers of Healing guidebook. Come on, come on. Oh boy, this is a read, but I got you guys. I don't want this video to last too long, but hey, let's see. Whatever spirit leads. True happiness comes from within. It's hard to be happy when everything in your life seems to be falling apart. When you are facing a crisis, you may look for alternative ways to have more energy or to be soothed. Pay attention to what you do to comfort yourself. Do you binge eat, drink excessive amounts of coffee, or go on shopping sprees? Oddly, these activities are counterproductive to achieving happiness. You may be comforted in the moment, but in the long run, you are setting yourself back. It is difficult to feel happy when you are tense, overtired, depressed, or unable to exercise due to circumstances. You may feel lost, give up hope, or as if you will never feel well enough to achieve your dreams. Your life circumstances may have changed, but it is important to find something new you can become completely absorbed in. Appreciate the good moments, up days, and the blessings in your life. Stop for a minute and reflect on the glimpses of happiness life is constantly giving you. Achieving happiness can mean working hard at being happy. Look at your situation realistically. Face the reality of your capabilities and limitations, and know you can be happy. Take simple steps every day that make you feel in control and happy. It is up to you to claim your happiness. Alright. A rainbow-colored goddess walks powerfully forward. There is sheer joy on her face as she moves toward a lush green meadow. A multitude of butterflies follows the goddess as if they are pushing her along. There are numerous energetic nudges, encouraging you, pushing you toward happiness. Animals walk with the goddess, completely comfortable in her energy. Which animal did you notice first? There may be more messages for you from this animal. The rainbow energy flowing from the goddess represents your chakras. Ensure your basic needs are met and your chakras are balanced. When you are working on happiness, try to balance yourself as much as possible. Okay? So the first message is to commit to happiness. So even if you're down, this card is letting you know that you yourself have the ability to pull yourself out of it. You don't need to shop. You don't need to binge eat, drink coffee, do drugs, drink yourself into a stupor. Those things are temporary fixes. Take it for someone who's in recovery. They are temporary fixes, but the problems still remain. So it's better to face them head on so you can get out of whatever sad or depressing or anger, whatever it is, so you can get out of that energy. The next thing I'm going to pull from is the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Tarot. Again, they're going to be my country, so know that I'm not saying terror. I'm saying tarot. Or at least attempting to. Alright. Spirit, what message do you have for Cancers? Spirit, what message do you have for Cancer? I should want to pull that one. I don't know what it was, but let's see. We have the Four of Ariel. Archangel Ariel. And it says, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So I don't know if you guys have been going through some stuff and you're hitting up on Amazon Prime or, Postmates or just going online shopping, going to the mall, whatever. But don't be resistant to change, okay? I'm going to read from the Archangel Power Tarot book. It'll explain the card in a little bit more detail. Come on, Ariel, I know you're there. Or you're real Ariel, whatever. When you give, you also receive. First, this card is a reminder that financial gain and resources are to be shared. When prosperity is held on too tightly, it can make a person closed off and therefore block the connection to future abundance. If someone has been blessed with great resources, this card can be a reminder to donate to charities and worthy causes. On the other extreme, it can indicate that someone has been too careless with money. There is a need to review how money is spent or to get debt under control. This card isn't just about money and finances, but can also be about expenditures of energy and emotion. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. Be willing to share whatever talents and gifts you have with those around you. Additional meanings of this card is control issues, saving for a rainy day, holding on to the present, resisting change. One thing, this part, the last part really spoke to me, and I feel like this may be the energy, but we'll see what comes out. But when it says that it's not just about money and finances, it can also be about expenditures, of energy and emotion. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. Be willing to share whatever talents and gifts you have with those around you. So if you have some type of talents or something that you are holding back from showing the world, don't be afraid. Show your light. Live in your light. Um, Definitely live in your light. And if you're drained and or you're giving, if you're drained emotionally, or you're drained of energy, or if you're just really strong and just highly emotional, you know, this card is speaking of getting yourself out of that energy. Okay. The next thing that I'm gonna pull from is the Soulmate. Sorry, Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. This doesn't have to always be about soulmate, and even if it is a soulmate, doesn't necessarily have to represent a romantic partner. All right. Spirit, what message or messages do you have for Cancer? Spirit, what message or messages do you have for Cancer? Again, I felt a need to pull that one as well. This says, life is art. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, enjoy your dance. So again, I don't know if some of you guys are, have some type of talent or something that you are either have, maybe someone told you, hey, maybe it's not going to work for you. Maybe someone said no, or you yourself are doubting yourself. But life is an art. Paint your dreams. So we have the canvas and we have the paint. We have the paintbrush. We create. Our life is art. We create our life. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, and dance. So whatever it is, and it doesn't have to even be dealing with work. If you are normally a joyous person, or something that is really like a light shining, and you may be around people who are dimming that, don't hold on to that. Let that stuff go, even if it may hurt temporarily. Sometimes I right now I'm thinking about the tower. Sometimes we can pretend to be happy, but shit has to fall apart so we can, and it may hurt and it may be unexpected, but it's very needed in order for us to move forward in true happiness. Okay, so if any of you guys are holding on to negative emotions or negative energy because of certain situations, sing your song, do your dance, paint, make your life as colorful and as bright as you want it to be, and commit to your own happiness. Don't give so much. And it also says when you give, you receive. So if you're giving a lot and you're not receiving, and it's draining you, energy wise, emotionally wise, again, don't be afraid to let that go. Whether it's work, family, friends, romantic relationship, if you have invested a lot in a business that just has not went anywhere, or even in any type of relationship, just count your losses and move on. Don't if it's not working for you, don't be resistant to changing. Okay. Don't keep pouring into something hoping that money will buy you love, that money will buy you a certain type of success. Money is not it can help a lot, but it's not the answer for everything. Okay. What I do is pull about 7 to 8 cards, sometimes 10 if the reading is very confusing. I don't do necessarily a specific spread. You know, I do so on my personal readings, you know, but when I'm just doing general readings, because there are billions of people, hopefully my videos will start reaching billions of people. Um, but it doesn't have to be. Um, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, it's a little late here. Um, yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. But yeah, pull about like some things I have to pull a number of cards if it just the spirit leads me to, even if it's at the cost of the video being a little bit longer than what I would like it to be. But you can't rush. I can't rush spirit, you know. So right now, so far, we have the Ace of Swords upright, the Nine of Swords upright, and the Sun in reverse. It's too many cards. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So far, I see a lot of air energy. I don't know if you were dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I have two swords followed by the Sun in reverse. Spirit, what message is it that you have for Cancer? You got a lot. Spirit got a lot of messages for you. You might want to talk to Spirit so it can deliver all of those messages. Or if you want more, you know, just let me know, and I can give you in-depth reading. All right, this is my last time. You shuffle one more time. If nothing drops, then but definitely see some restlessness. Definitely see guys in a dark Spirit. Knight of Pentacles represents to me routine, a person who knows what they're doing, you know, a person who is bringing a form of stability, bringing something that you want, you know. Maybe you want stability, maybe you want structure, you know. Good family, good home life. We have the Empress. Pull about 3 more cards, 2 or 3 more cards, and then I'm gonna start from there. Spirit, what message is it that you have for Cancer? If I said Aquarius or another sign, I don't think I did, but if I did, forgive me. Spirit, Six of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you guys gave a lot of yourself to someone, almost to a point of begging them to either stay to treat you right, to give you something. It has you restless. It has you in the dark. Two of Wands. You know what? Today I've been feeling like pulling 10 cards, and I want to do 10 for you guys too. Spirit, What messages that you have for Cancer? Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer? Ace of Wands. Okay. So it definitely looks like you guys, Six of Wands. They have a lot of wands. Well, no, that's pretty equal. I mean, we got pentacles, we got wands, and 3 wands, 2 swords. Another major arcana, Temperance, but arcana in reverse. I'm gonna have to clarify some of these things, but just for starters, we have the Ace of Swords. This is me. This to me, this represents power. This represents clarity. You know, one thing about um, the sword suit is just like it's kind of like just clarity. You know, clear. You know, another form of action, movement. You know. So again, with the Ace of Swords here, I just feel like you guys have, um, maybe you guys started off with power, victory, you know, just feeling like, hey, we've done this thing, you know. It's like the universe handed you something. I like this hand for me represents the universe giving you guys something, you know. I think you guys had power, you know, and definitely clarity. Um, but you have the the 9 of swords here, which I mean this man is clearly restless. He's staying up late at night. I'm gonna clarify that one actually. Sorry, there's a card flipped over that was here. Clarify with another deck. Alright. Spirit, why is the 9 of swords here for Cancer? Because you're restless because you really feel like you're being left out in the dark, you know. Well, Spirit, why is the 9 of swords here for Cancer? Shit. 10 of swords. So whatever was keeping you up late at night, if you haven't already, it definitely is showing that you just need to just cut your losses and walk away from this shit. It's done. You know, even if you were in the dark about it, guess what? It's done. You know, get your power, get your clarity back. You know, you may have thought that you were, I mean, again, air, maybe you were dealing with, and this one I feel like has to do with definitely some type of love with the type of cards I'm seeing. Um, but maybe you know you gave your power away. You know you let someone in and they hurt you. They kept you in the dark. They kept you later. Kept you up late at night, and you know it needs to go. You know it's done. You know, and nothing is ever like final. But for now, it seems like it was definitely done. I'm going to clarify the sun in reverse. Spirit, why is the sun here in reverse for Cancer? And these cards are shuffled very well. You guys may have been dealing with an air sign. If it was, you know, I'm sorry, you guys, but we have the Page of Swords right here. So with the Page of Swords, it looks like, you know, somebody came in maybe promising you all of this stuff like, hey, Yeah, hey, got a lot of energy. I'm about to give you the world. I can protect you. I can give you clear skies, blue skies, or whatever you want. I can give it all to you guys. And this here, it just shows that someone is resting. Someone is resting. So I feel like someone with the Page of Swords clarifying the sign, because the Four of Swords was not, it fell out, but I feel like someone pretended to be something that they weren't, and you were in the dark about it, and then you kind of realize that, like, yo, this is not it. And I feel like you guys need to, or have been, taking some time to rest from this. Rest from your nine and your 10 of swords. Rest from the person who promised you something and it just didn't come out to be that way. So this is showing, if you haven't already, you need to actually rest. Take care of yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, every way that you can. Take care of yourself, okay? Because I do feel like if you do those things after, uh, rest, like really just taking care of yourself, like, hey, it was fucked up, but I'm cool, although there's danger above me, I'm not worrying about that shit. Again, this is silver to me, this is golden. So I feel like you guys are golden, or you're going to be golden out of when you come out of that energy, the nine and the 10 of swords and the sun in reverse. But that's definitely one major thing here, okay? So then now we have the Knight of Pentacles again. For me, that's just being, I feel like you're not gonna get this buster. You're not getting the Page of Swords. Now someone is really coming in and giving you something that is real. Someone who offers stability, someone who is very efficient in work, love, everything in everyday life. Okay. And I believe they have you here. So now we have the Empress, and this person is providing, like you feel fulfilled. Like whoever this person is, this is represents Earth. So I don't know. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. It can be energy. Again, like I say this a lot. I'm an air sign, but I'll have a lot of earth in my charts. Okay. But I feel like this person is bringing you some type of abundance. You see this lady, she's out in nature. So again, when committing to happiness, taking care of yourself, recharging emotionally, recharging with your feelings. That that you can be here. Go out in nature. Uh, be calm. Look at her. She got out there in her what you call this thing, a throne, all out there in nature. She chilling. She look really happy, and she's beautiful. I mean, I know a lot of times the Empress also represents motherhood. So if this is like a female energy, like if this is for women, or if it's a guy or a woman or guy, it doesn't matter. Gender non-conforming. I'm for all of that shit. Trust me. But I feel like. Um, if some of you guys are in a situation, like maybe a family life is coming to pass for you, okay? Or if you are a cross worker or cross watcher, if you were this person bringing this to your Cancer, I feel like you guys are gonna make them feel very like abundant, make them feel very fulfilled, okay? um, But here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, when I think about reverse, I also think about the card that comes before that, which is the Five of Pentacles. So I think that if this is relating to a person, if it's the air sign or earth sign or whatever it may be, this person who kind of like left you out, like begging or whatever, I feel like maybe you guys are looking back or thinking about something, as this other card said, being resistant to change. So even though this person has came in and has you feeling like the Empress, I feel like you guys are still looking back. But I feel like if you guys look back with this Six of Pentacles being in reverse, it's gonna put you right back in that Five of Pentacles state, which is being out in the cold, back in the dark, feeling lost, confused. I really feel like somebody abandoned you guys. I feel like you poured so much into them, Like literally poured so much into them, you gave them balance or tried to offer them balance, and they weren't even having that shit. And so it had, and so you know, and some I look at this also as like begging, you know, and so I feel like that maybe this was you guys begging for this person to like give you something, and they weren't giving it back to you. But don't go in reverse. Don't go back to the Five of Pentacles. You know, turn this six upright. Okay. And I feel like if you guys do, now you have the Two of Wands, and so this represents a person to me that is going on, or just like this, and also the Three of Wands. It reminds me of a person who's beginning to, you know, this person is looking at the world. See, they have the world, the globe in their hand, and they're getting ready. They're looking out, and they're saying, "Hey, I'm about to go on an adventure," and then that makes me also think of the Three of Wands. You know, so from the Three of Wands, that's when you're actually going on a journey and everything. You started that, you know, new start, new adventures and everything like that, taking action. So I do feel like you guys are now on a path of also self-discovery and also making progress. Hopefully with whatever this Knight of Pentacles represents, because again, this person has you feeling like the Empress or the Emperor. You know, I'm gonna say these are just energies, so it doesn't have to be, just because there's a woman doesn't mean it has to be a female energy. And based on that, from the two, you have the Ace of Wands, and with the Ace of Wands, you're looking at to me just being inspired, you know, being just aspired. You see this is foreign land, but in my opinion, it really doesn't have much on it. I mean, you see these things out in the back, but I feel like this is saying, hey, take action. Whatever you want is yours. You know, you're feeling inspired to move forward. You're feeling creative. You're feeling like taking action. Okay. And then followed by that, we have the Six of Wands. And so with the Six of Wands, I feel that you guys have this again is making steady progress. You know, you have other things that's in support. This guy is looking like he's coming in with like a lot of support, happiness, you know, making progress, being very, very confident. You know, he's on a horse. From the looks of everybody else is walking, you know, so this guy is very important, you know. So I just really honestly feel like you're taking progress, you're moving forward. All of these things, especially the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and you're moving forward to something very fulfilling that's gonna again keep you feeling confident, keep you moving toward happiness and making progress. Um, and then we have Temperance right here. We have Temperance, Temperance in reverse. So let's see. I don't know if you guys are feeling unbalanced. I don't know if you guys are losing your temper. I don't know if you guys are just, you know, again, finding balance. It's like this person is pouring into something. Maybe not pouring, you know. I think with this one, this is kind of telling me, Spirit is telling me, it's telling you with this new person, don't lose your cool, you know, learn from your past, you know, even if this new person may have just came along just to, it's the night, you know, you still have the queen, you still have the king, so maybe this is not the final thing, maybe this person just came in to treat you some way, you know, flings can be fun, you know, so I feel like this person may have just came in just to kind of get you out of that funk energy that you were in, you know. If think about it, all of these air, all these swords represent air, pentacles represent earth. So now it's time to come back down to earth. I feel like this person was just a person who pretended to be something that they fucking weren't, and they were just lying. They were lying to you. They really were. Let that motherfucker go. If it's an air sign, I don't care. Even if it's a Gemini, let him go. Let her, him, whatever, they, them, go. But I feel like this person just came in, and the answer was pretty much concrete, you know. You have the page, and from the page you have the knight. But again, I think this person just has you feeling really good, but you're also noticing some things about them that's making you think about, mate, should I go back to that sword? Should I go back to the air sign? Or if it's an air sign, I feel strongly that it may be an air sign, or a person who may have a lot of air signs in their chart, and you're thinking like, we're flighty, air flight, and so air sign may be like coming back, trying to be this person again, trying to sit down and be like, hey, I was just confused, I was lost, blah blah blah. Let me give you, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Don't fall back into that shit, okay? Don't look back. Don't go back to the five. Take action. And I feel like this is also telling you to again take care of yourself. Commit to happiness here. Commit to being happy. You don't need to always be around people. You don't need to be a crowd and attached to something. It's okay to separate, and it's okay to change things. Stop giving so much of yourself. Again, this doesn't have to necessarily be about finances, giving yourself money. You may just be giving yourself because whatever it was, this person, I just really feel like whoever this was, they saw you in power. They saw you at the Ace of Swords. And then they just came in. Maybe they were just attracted to you, and it doesn't mean that maybe they were a bad person, but maybe they just realized that, hey, I'm not ready for whatever commitment that may come along with this person. So I really feel like a lot of this stuff, the two of wands, the Ace of Wands, and the okay. I don't even think I really need to clarify anything or anything like this because these last cards at the bottom really, it's going to wrap everything up for me based on what I really feel that Spirit is trying to say. So I feel like this is also telling you to make good movements and stuff. Enjoy that happiness, and if something goes, let it go. But keep your balance. Don't pour all of yourself into this person like you may have done with the Page of Swords. Okay, don't pour all of yourself into that. Okay, be balanced. Don't get out of balance. Okay, because again, another air, you have the Six of Swords, which anybody who knows me know that this is my favorite card because it means that you're moving from rough waters into like calm waters. You're moving on. You left. You got those swords and you like, fuck it. You left it. You came out of the 9 and 10 of Swords and you moved on to greener pastures, to calmer waters. Right now everything is blue, but those are trees and land in the background. So you moved on to greener pastures. From that point, again, you had a Page of Swords. Okay. Now you have a no, baby. All right. I feel like this is really an air sign. I feel like this air sign is coming back to you. In whatever familyhood or life you wanted with this person, this is them. This is not you. I believe this is you, and this is this person. Okay, I know what I caused. I caused these rough waters, but I got you. I'm sorry for what I did. Maybe I think this person, oh jeez, this person I think saw you with this person and realized what the hell that they lost. And I think once whatever this person gave you, it had you in the Empress energy, and that air sign was like, oh no, 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 no. Like I fucked up. And I feel like they started a journey to get back to you. I feel like that they're coming back with something, something that you want, something that you thought they wouldn't be able to give you, but they're coming with it. And from that, you're like, nah, I gotta keep myself level-headed. I'm not fit to believe this motherfucker again. I'm not gonna go back to this. I mean, you had me up late at night, restless, scared. Scared, not knowing what the hell you're doing, keeping you in the dark, and you had to walk away because it wasn't serving you. But I feel like it was the best thing for you to do. I think that person just didn't know. And this also may be that person did they did some resting. Oh yeah. Okay. Spirit is telling me this is it. I'm sorry. It may not resonate for everybody, it may resonate for one person, but Spirit is telling me that I feel very specific that you were dealing with the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and this person sat down and they may have left you. I feel like they left you. I feel like they left you. When they left you feeling out in the dark because they were not ready. This person wasn't ready for you. They weren't. And you felt left out in the dark. You really did. And then I feel like something new came along and it made you really feel like, okay, I'm good, you know. But I really feel like you guys, like, you know, if this may be both you and the other person's energy. I feel like you both realized that something was missing. That whatever this was just wasn't right, you know. And you was like, okay, I just need to go backwards. But it's don't really need to go backwards. Okay? Because after this, it's like you were just sitting down. You was like, okay. But I feel like you just kept your cool and you started moving forward. Or that person started. No, I feel like whatever happened with the six of Pentacles in reverse, it brought this person back. It brought this. You know, I really feel like the energy is the air energy, and I feel like this is just representing that person taking action and coming back to you. You know, and you're like, you're not fit to fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But I really feel like if this really is an air sign that you guys are dealing with, or a person that has a lot of air in their chart, they're coming, and they're coming for real to make it right to you guys. You know, they're making it right. They put their swords up. You know, swords represent to me being defensive. You know, and I'm gonna speak from an air sign. Like, it's, you know, sometimes it's hard to we love hard, but we question a lot because of past hurt, past pain. But this person, they're done. They didn't necessarily, like, they put those swords like, hey, I'm going to put these swords all in front of you. I am now defenseless against you. I'm defenseless against the love. I'm defenseless against what I was trying to hide from. I feel like they were scared. But I feel like they just was like, nah. After they were resting, they were like, okay, this is what I want. I don't know if I put this up before, but if I didn't, guess what? The King of Swords, though. They grew up. They weren't ready then, but the person who was coming back, so a lot of people again think of this as moving away, but I think this is also moving towards something. This person came back for you, or they're coming back for you. And they matured. They see things clearly now. They don't need all of those swords. They have one. And it's up in the air. They're defenseless. They're like, hey, I let my guard down for you. Here's my heart. Here is my life. Here is everything. I'm thinking clearly. I'm sitting on my throne, and I know one thing. I know I want you. And guess what? Two of Cups came after that. I mean, you guys came back together. And I feel like you can really trust this person. Trust your intuition, but I really feel like you can trust this person. You know, I really, really, really honestly feel like you guys can. You're entering into a very good partnership. That is this covered by spirit. The universe has you guys. And guess what? You had the sun in reverse. They kept you in the dark. They're now telling you the truth. They're now offering everything to you that you wanted before, but they didn't give initially. But I really feel like they were going through something. They had to get out of it. They had to grow out of that. They had to come out of that. It wasn't, you know, I'm sorry for calling them a motherfucker earlier. You may feel like they were a motherfucker, but I really feel like they were going through a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. And they had to figure some things out because maybe they knew that you were something special, but they knew they weren't going to fuck it up. I feel like they were very childish, and they didn't know how to be stable and to give you what you deserved. But that sun that was in reverse, they're coming with the real shit for you guys. And this was another one. It was the Seven of Swords was in reverse. So whatever they're done. They're done with whatever it was. Even if they listen, people cheat. I'm sorry. It's up to you to know if you can forgive it or not. And it may not be a physical cheating. It may just, they could have just, whatever it was that you may have felt betrayed about. Um, you may have felt like they deceived you, kept you in the dark, kept you in the dark. But if they did cheat, it's up to you. If you can't trust them, then just, but I'm also feeling spirit telling me I don't think it was infidelity. I think you may have thought that because of the way they left or something, you may have started clinging to or thinking that they did something wrong. And I don't think if they did anything wrong. I think that it was a personal issue that they were going through within themselves that they had to work out. But now there's no deceiving, there's no deception. So I really feel like you guys can trust whatever sign. If this resonates with you guys or resonates with the cross watcher, if you was this person that showed up as all of these swords, if you are now ready to be with your Empress, to go and be with your Cancer, you need to talk to them and let them know. If you need to talk to them and let them know. Or Taurus, if you're seeing this, I'm not Taurus, Cancer, if you're seeing this, let talk to them. I think it's gonna be worth it. If you have somebody else that's in here, person is a knight. Your page has grew up into the king. And the last thing that I wanted to read you guys is this. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. This person is ready for you. Where did she go? There she go. They're ready for you. They really are. They're ready. They're ready to right their wrongs. They laid down their swords. They're open for you. I mean, look at this. This is the swords being on both sides and just clear. They moved their defenses out of the way for you. They're giving you this. Your other half. So if you guys were feeling this and you really saw a real longevity, a lifetime with this person that was in the source energy, I can see this turning out very, very good for you guys. Okay? So Cancers, that's my reading for you guys. I hope you guys were able to watch the entire video. If you like it, if it resonated, or you feel like someone else can benefit from it, comment, like, share, and subscribe. This is Chris, aka the Artistic Gemini, aka Gemini the Artistic One. This is my last video of the day. Rest in peace, number 8, number 24. His daughter Gigi and the other 7 people that were on a helicopter. Rest in peace. Mamba out.